Hi, this is Jack from Alpha Charts with a state of the market video. Today is April 3rd, 2021. Before we get started, this video is for educational purposes only. These are not recommendations to buy, sell, or hold any stock or security, and I may hold positions in some of the equities mentioned. Know your time frame and risk tolerance. Okay, so let's get into some charts. We have the SPX breaking out of this consolidation right here. And so we had higher lows and then a beautiful breakout right here. Everything looks good, all-time highs. Great looking chart. Let's go to the Qs. It's a little bit more of my style of stocks. And just to recap, we had the double bottom, we had the breakout, the retest, moved to all-time highs, came back, retested the breakout, right? This is just a retest of the breakout. Again, there's your higher low right there, and now it's trying to break out. Some people are saying this is an inverse head and shoulders, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't really matter. The point is it went back, it consolidated, and now it's trying to break out again. And even when you look at this on a weekly chart, like on the weekly chart, that's all it looks like, right? It was a breakout, a retest, and now it looks like a move higher. So really, really, really constructive action, especially on Friday. People buying on Friday tells me that they want to be involved in stocks going over a long weekend. I'm sorry, Thursday, not Friday. On Thursday, it was a long weekend, right? That's a point where people would maybe become more cautious with the market, right? I don't know what's going on. Let me go to cash or something like that. But they bought stocks, and you can really see that. Look at the equal weight Qs. The equal weight QQQ is showing massive volume on Friday. So what that's telling me, at least, is that they're not all buying Amazon and Apples. They're buying smaller names. They're buying a lot of names, right? Equal weight. So they're buying across, broad. So the breadth of the market is really, really good right now. And people want to be involved. Big gap up, held the gap, closed near the highs on the equal weight. Really, really bullish price action, like really bullish price action. So love that. In the IWM, back above the 23-day. It just went through a consolidation after this big uptrend. Looks great. There's nothing bearish about this at all. Yeah. So probably, head up back to all-time highs. Yeah. Moving on to the SMH. So really did not like this bear flag-ish look to it, right? And some people were saying that they didn't like my trend line. They like this trend line better. And that would have been fine, right? Let me just move this trend line around. Yeah, some people said this was a better trend line. Yeah, it may be. It actually, after hindsight probably was. So it just came back, retested the trend line, moved higher. SMH leading the market, or at least really participating, looks really good. This looks like it wants to break out. I think individual names are amazing. I went ahead and posted about On Semiconductors. This one is just now breaking out. I'm involved in this one. Looks really good, an awesome accumulation. But there's a lot of different ones that are looking good in semiconductor name. Applied Materials, I know a lot of people posted about that one on Twitter, and that one started to go straight up. Looks great. So SMH, a lot of great names within there, but also as an indicator, which is how I'm using it in this video. Right near all-time highs. Perfect. Exactly what you want to see. It's going to probably lead the market higher, which is awesome. All right. Looking at XLF. The bank stocks, right? Barely gave anything back, and now it's starting to move higher again. Also, interest rates may be, hopefully coming in a little bit, which could help, but it's looking really good. I mean, again, banks don't have to lead. You just want to see them participate, and we have that. So very bullish right there. All right, let's go into some intermarket analysis. Start with bond spreads. This is the ratio, and we kind of saw this coming out of last week, right? We started seeing the bond spreads rolling over and tightening up. And that's exactly what you want to see, right? You want to see this continued tightening of spreads. That tells you, at least tells me, that there's no major horrific underlying problems in the market, right? They're all over here. If you start seeing stuff like this, that gets me really, really nervous and would get me more bearish or neutral at least. This is exactly what you want to see, this continued march lower, right? We've had these little pop-ups many times before where it flirts above the 23-day EMA, but it's rolling back over again. Looks great. The VIX, VIX continues lower. We're now at 17. Again, it's a VIX of the S&P, and we know the S&P never really had a problem. It was more growth names, but still, you want to see the VIX continue to decline. We're getting that very bullish scenario. We're going to look at the put-call ratio. Never really got overly bearish, and we're not overly bullish right now. I think that this leg up has a lot more room in it. Once we get up here, then you see we get kind of pullbacks, back to a reasonable level, so on and so forth. But we're not even close to that. Tells me there's more upside to go, at least in the short term for sure, and probably towards the medium term. Let's keep going with the value line geometric index. If I spell it right, we will get the chart up here. Beautiful. Value line geometric index. We have that little pullback right here. Never even retested. It's just, higher lows, higher highs, marching higher. That tells me that breadth is absolutely fine. Things are marching higher. And again, you saw that with the QQQE, right? With that big breadth thrust right there on volume. Really love that. Looking at percent of stocks above the 50-day average. We tagged that 50, got just below it. We'll call that a shakeout level. Very similar to maybe this right here. It happens. Sometimes it goes a little bit lower. It didn't in this. Now we seem to be marching higher. We do have some lower lows on this, so we don't know what's going to happen. And the market may be a little choppy, but there's a lot of underlying strength in some names that are starting to come in. I've noticed on my scans, I run a couple different scans, and on the my favorite scan and on my new alpha scan, we're starting to see, it went to 0 names some days, and now we're starting to see a lot of names come back on, and the names that come on are just really, really strong. I'm really, really excited to be involved in some of these names. I'm going to be doing a stocks to watch video on Sunday, like I always do, and I will highlight all these names. Then I'm not going to go into all of them now, not the purpose of this particular video, but it's really exciting. Some of the things that are setting up. So make sure you catch that. Yeah, so market looks amazing. I am very bullish going into next week. Listen, I may be wrong, but everything says that the market is absolutely fine and things are looking pretty spiffy. So I hope this video helped. Also, yesterday I talked to Ben at Pattern Profits on Twitter in one of my Inside the Trader's Head videos. We spent almost an hour and a half talking about him, the way he thinks about the markets, the psychology that plays into markets, how he sets up his charts, and different indicators he uses, and some. Just it was really a great conversation. If you get a chance, really recommend you guys take a look at that, because Ben's a great guy. He was very candid. Really gave a lot of great information in that video. So again, it's Ben at Pattern Profits on Twitter. The video is Inside the Trader's Head. You'll find it on my YouTube channel. Really recommend checking that out. It's, a lot of people have enjoyed it so far, and again, Ben was absolutely fabulous, sharing so much information and knowledge with us. So check that out. Tomorrow, stocks to watch. So some amazing names setting up on that. I can't wait to do that video actually. And market looks really good and bullish on Saturday April 3rd, 2021. Good luck this week. Take care and happy holidays if you guys are celebrating.